Greetings, one and all. This is Tunes and Talk, and my name is Jason. If you are a longtime watcher slash listener, welcome back. So glad to have you join in again this time around. If you're just finding this channel for the first time, well, here's the way it works. I sing and I talk. Doesn't get much easier than that, right? All you have to do is sit back and listen and relax and put all of those nasty things like the pandemic and voter suppression tactics and just general craziness of the population and all that awful stuff that's going on out there in the world, leave it out there. This is our little harmony bubble. Only harmonious, fun, frivolous stuff in here. We have music, we have talk, we have Wonder Woman, and Wonder Woman. That is a pencil drawing I did maybe 4 or 5 years ago of Kathy Lee Crosby as Wonder Woman, who I thought she gave a smashingly good portrayal back in 1974. And we are going to kick things off tonight with an old Leon Russell song set to a Carpenter's arrangement. So here we go. I've been so many places in my life and time. I've sung a lot of songs, I've made some bad rhymes. I've acted out my love on stages with 10,000 people watching. But we're alone now and I'm singing this song for you. I know your image of me is what I hope to be. I've treated you unkindly, but darling, can't you see? There's no one more important to me. So darling, can't you please see through me? 'Cause we're alone now and I'm singing this song to you. You taught me precious secrets of a truth withholding nothing. You came out in front and I was hiding. Oh, but now I'm so much better, and if my words don't come together, listen to the melody, because my love is in there hiding. I love you in a place where there's no space for time. Love you for my life, you are a friend of mine. When my life is over, remember when we were together. We were alone and I was singing this song for you. taught me precious secrets of the truth, withholding nothing. You came out in front and I was hiding. Oh, but now I'm so much better, and if my words don't come together, listen to the melody, because my love is in there hiding. I love you in a place where there's no space for time. I love you for my life, you are a friend of mine. And when my life is over, remember when we were together, we were alone, and I was singing this song for you. We were alone, and I was singing this song for you. The great Leon Russell, A Song for You, which has been covered so many times by the Carpenters and by Natalie Cole. Natalie Cole just did an incredibly beautiful version of that song, very, very soulful. It is the first track on her album called Snowfall on the Sahara, which I think is really one of the best albums of her career. She recorded that album after she was coming off of sort of the three classic music album series of Unforgettable with Love, Take a Look, and Stardust, where she had done all covers from sort of the Great American Songbook, standards and classics. And Snowfall in the Sahara was sort of jumping back into more contemporary music. It's very eclectic, but man, that is a great, great album. Next up comes a song from The Cat in the Hat. No, not the Dr. Seuss book, but the awesome singer-songwriter Bobby Caldwell. Now, Bobby Caldwell, I got to see him in concert back in 2009, and he just blew the roof off the place. Such a high-energy, really just a music lover's concert. And for a period in his career, he and his production team were sort of looking for a trademark for him to have. So he was wearing this fedora, right? And she looked great, and the audience really sort of ate it up. So he had an album called The Cat in the Hat, right? Because he's the cat in the hat. And he said he became known so much for it that when he would appear without it, people started asking, "Where's the hat? Why aren't you wearing your hat? What's up, Bobby? Where's your hat?" He said, after a while, I could have just stayed home and sent the hat on tour, and it would have been just as successful. So, but this is arguably his biggest hit, and certainly my favorite recording by him. What You Won't Do for Love. I bet you wonder where I've been. I searched to find the love within. I came back to let you know, got a thing for you, and I can't let go. My friends wonder what is wrong with me. Well, I'm in the days from your love, you see. And I came back to let you know, got a thing for you, and I can't let go. Some people go around the world for love, yet they may never find what they dream of. What you won't do for love. You've tried everything, but you won't give up. In my world, only you make me do for love what I would not do. And my friends wonder what is wrong with me. Well, I've been a daze from your love, you see. And I came back to let you know I got a thing for you, and I can't let go. Though I only want the best, it's true. Can't believe the things I do for you. What you won't do for love. You've tried everything, but you won't give up. In my world, only you make me do for love what I would not do. In my world, darling, in my world, only you, no one else but you can make me do for love what I would not do. In my world, in my world, darling, you, only you can make me do for love what I would not do. What you won't do for love. Bobby said when he was on stage in concert, he said the first time he ever heard that song in a grocery store, that's when I knew I had made it. He said, when I was shopping for my weekly groceries and all of a sudden I hear my own voice coming out of the loudspeakers, he said, that's when I knew I had arrived. He said, I wanted to stand up and shout, hey everybody, I'm in produce. So, but I always loved that song, and I'll tell you who else did a fantastic cover, and that is one of my favorite R&B divas, the late Phyllis Hyman. She recorded that in the 80s and just knocked it out of the park. So great song, original's great, the cover by Phyllis is great. Awesome all the way around. This next song was written by Jim Brickman, America's romantic piano sensation. At least I guess he's probably still known by that moniker. And it was recorded as a duet with vocals by Jordan Hill, who hails from the same town that I was born and raised in, and also Billy Porter, who, of course, now is mega famous and mega successful for the series Pose and any number of Broadway projects. I first saw Billy and sort of when he popped up on my radar playing Taylor in one of my favorite movies ever, The Broken Hearts Club, back in 2000, 2001. And he also recorded probably my favorite song on the First Wives Club movie soundtrack called Love Is on the Way, and it's such a powerhouse ballad. And you know, he's really a tremendously talented gentleman. So here we go with Destiny. What if I never knew? What if I never found you? I'd never have this feeling in my heart. has come to be. I don't know how you found me, but from the moment I saw you, deep inside my heart I knew, baby, you're my destiny. You and I were meant to be, with all my heart and soul. I'll give my love to have and hold, and as far as I can see, you were always meant to be my destiny. I wanted someone like you, someone that I could hold on to and give my love until the end of time. But forever was just a word, something I'd only heard about. Now you're always there for me. When you say forever, I'll believe. Baby, you're my destiny. You and I were meant to be, with all my heart and soul. I'll give my love to have and hold, and as far as I can see, you were always meant to be my destiny. Baby, all we need is just a little faith. 'Cause baby, I believe love will find a way. Baby, you're my destiny. You and I were meant to be, all my heart and soul. I'll give my love to have and hold, and as far as I can see, from now until eternity, we're always meant to be my destiny. You're my destiny. Jim Brickman, Destiny. That song holds a very special memory for me. I have a friend, a beautiful, tall, strong, handsome, talented friend named Roger. Roger Case, last name C-A-S-E, who is a recording artist. And just, again, an enormously talented vocalist and recording artist. And years and years and years ago, I hadn't been living here in Palm Springs for very long, but I went out for karaoke, right? Because I'd spent so many years wanting to sing and never did before I moved out west. And then I came into town and discovered that Palm Springs was like the promised land of karaoke. There was karaoke in every other place you'd walk into once upon a time. And so I had seen Roger. I didn't know him, but I had seen him up on stage. I heard him singing. I thought, God, this guy is incredible. It's like, wow, he's obviously a professional. And then after a while he left, or at least I thought he was leaving. He exited the main part of the bar there where karaoke was going on, and it came around as my turn, and I got up to sing, and I sang Destiny. And about halfway through the song, Roger comes back from the hallway leading to the exit, and stands in front of the stage, and he's looking at me as I'm singing the song, and I'm thinking, oh God, I hope I'm not that bad. I hope I'm not embarrassing myself. And I finished my song, and I sat down, and he comes over to me, and he said, okay, who are you? What is the name of that song? Who wrote it? Where can I get music for it? He said, I was on my way out. He said, I was going to, hit the restroom and then leave for the night. I was done. He said, I'm in the restroom, and all of a sudden, he said, I hear you singing this song came through the speakers. And he said, you stopped me. He said, I was ready to leave, but he said, no, you stopped me. I turned around and I came back. He said, that song is incredible, and you did such a beautiful job with it. And I said, I'm just a karaoke guy. And he looked at me, he said, no, you're a singer, and don't ever let anyone tell you otherwise. And that has meant more to me over the years. And Roger has been sort of an earthly angel to me. I don't see him very often, but whenever he pops up, it's always exactly when I need someone to kind of pop up in my life, and he opens his mouth, and whatever he says somehow manages to be exactly what I need to hear at that moment. So I've always said not all angels wear visible wings. So, but anyway, Roger went on to record a version of that song himself on. It's on like CD Baby and Reverb Nation. He has a totally different arrangement, but yeah, beautiful job by a beautiful man and a wonderful friend. So check that out if you're online. And this next song, well, it's time for a little country heartbreak, and this song brings it. Originally recorded by Leanne Womack. You don't know me, but I know who you are. Mind if I sit down? Do I look familiar? If I don't, well, I should. I'm sure you've seen me around. I know you probably heard my name, though we've not been introduced. I'm the fool in love with a fool who's still in love with you. If you got a minute, I'll buy you a drink. I've got something to say. It might sound crazy, but last night in his sleep, I heard him call out your name. This ain't the first time he's done it before, and it's hard to face the truth that I'm the fool in love with a fool who's still in love with you. I know love is a fragile thing, and I'm trying hard to make it last. But it ain't easy holding on to my dreams when he's holding on to the past. Just one more thing before I go. I'm not here to put you down, but you don't love him, and that's a fact. I've seen you around, but you hold his heart in the palm of your hand, and it's breaking mine into. 'Cause I'm the fool in love with the fool who's still in love with you. Yes, I'm the fool in love with the fool who's still in love with you. The song is called The Fool. Do you know who Iyanla Van Zandt is? She is an author and a very gifted motivational speaker. She's written a number of novels, or not novels, but a number of self-help books, including The Value in the Valley, One Day My Soul Just Opened Up, In the Meantime, and so many others. And she, of course, has been on talk shows for years and has recorded lectures, motivational speaking lectures. And one of the things she will point out, because she just tells it like it is, she's like, now see, you know better than to be doing such and such, but what are you doing? There you are, right out there doing it, acting like a fool. Acting like a fool. And I'm like, you know, we're all guilty. We have all acted the fool at some point in our lives. What was it? There's another song called Everybody Plays the Fool, right? Well, oh, that's how we learn. We learn from those mistakes. Hopefully we won't be acting like a fool in the future. Here's a little something from Disney. Something I sang at my first open mic night ever about 10 years ago. I know you'll know this, so feel free to sing along. Look at this stuff, isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think my collection complete? Wouldn't you think I'm the guy who has everything? Look at this trove, treasures untold. How many wonders can one cavern hold? Looking around here, you'd think, sure, he's got everything. I've got gadgets and gizmos aplenty. I got who's-its and what's-its galore. You want thingamabobs? I got 20, but who cares? No big deal. I want more. I want to be where the people are. I want to see them dancing, walking around on those, what is it called? Oh, feet. Flipping your fins, you don't get too far. Legs are required for jumping, dancing, strolling along down a, what's the word again? Street. Up where they walk, up where they run, up where they stay all day in the sun, wandering free. Wish I could be part of that world. What would I give if I could live out in these waters? What would I pay to spend a day warm on the sand? I bet you on land they understand. Don't reprimand their sons and daughters, young men and women, sick of swimming, ready to stand and ready to know what the people know. Ask them my questions and get some answers like, what's a fire? Why does it, what's the word? Burn. When's it my turn? Wouldn't I love to explore that shore up above? I could be part of that I love The Little Mermaid. I know there are a lot of naysayers out there.
Oh, that movie's about some girl who can't do anything without a prince to come and save her. Oh, that just disempowers women. Blah, 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 blah.
You know what? You'll blow it out your tube and burbles, as Rose from the Golden Girls would say. It's a great movie. Beautiful animation, wonderful score and soundtrack, wonderful songwriting. Howard Ashman, Alan Menken, and from my perspective, about a princess who could have just lived the life of a princess, doing as she was told, marrying who she was supposed to marry, falling in step, but no, she chose to forge her own path, take a risk, take a leap of faith, leave her comfort zone, and explore the world above. And I say good for her. She sure ended up with a hot prince. Boy, those Disney princes were always so hot, weren't they? Man. Where could I find me a Prince Eric or a Prince Philip? Or Cinderella's prince, who didn't actually have a name. People think, oh, it's Prince Charming. No, Prince Charming was Snow White's prince. Cinderella's prince didn't have a prince, or didn't have a name. He didn't need one, though. He was hot. So. Oh, you know when you're fantasizing about cartoon characters that this pandemic has gone on way too long. Oh my goodness. This next song, I've never tried before. Actually, I remember downloading a track for it maybe 6-7 years ago, and then never using the track, never sang it, or bothering to learn the lyrics, which is why I'm going to be cheating with lyrics on my computer screen over here. So forgive me, I'm not ignoring you. But my beautiful and talented friend Francesca Mori and her friend slash accompanist slash musical director, the wonderfully talented Wayne Brobnell, do a weekly live stream called Cocktails and Cabaret on Wednesday, and they did this song, and I thought, you know, I never did use that track, maybe I'll give that a try, even though I'm almost positive there's one note that comes like twice or 3 times in this song that there's no way in hell I'm ever going to hit, so bear with me. Where are those Fleetwood Mac fans out there in the house? Now here you go again, you say you want your freedom. Well, who am I to keep you down? It's only right that you should play the way you feel it. Listen carefully to the sound of your loneliness, like a heartbeat drives you mad in the stillness of remembering what you had and what you lost and what you had and what you lost. Oh, thunder only happens when it's raining. Players only love you when they play. Say when they will come and they will go. Now here I go again, I see the crystal visions. I keep my visions to myself. It's only me who wants to wrap around your dreams. Have you any dreams you'd like to sell? Dreams of loneliness, like a heartbeat drives you mad in the stillness of remembering what you had and what you lost and what you had. Oh, what you lost. Thunder only happens when it's raining. They only love you when they're playing. When they will come and they will go. When the rain washes you clean, you know. Oh, thunder only happens when it's raining. Players only love you when they're playing. Say when they will come and they will go. When the rain washes you clean, you know. You know. You will know. You will know. Dreams, Fleetwood Mac. I can recommend an outstanding cover for that song too. Yes, by another R&B diva. I love my R&B divas. It's like they are up here. All other singers are down here somewhere, but the R&B divas are up here. And the diva in question would be the fabulous Melba Moore. She recorded that song for an album. I believe it was called, I believe it was on the Read My Lips album, which is a terrific album. And so if you are going through your R&B archives and you come across Melba Moore's Read My Lips, check out her rendition of Dreams. Pretty close arrangement to the original, but that wonderful, smooth Melba Moore voice that I just love so much. Next up, I went out today. I have been fully vaccinated. I am thrilled to say, as of 8 days ago, got my second dose of the Moderna vaccine. And of course, I'm still wearing my mask when I go out, being responsible, trying to not only protect myself, protect others, but also serve as an example, because I think we all need to do that. But I was sitting outside on a little patio table at Starbucks, having an iced tea and writing in my journal. Now, there were only 2 other people on that entire big patio, and it's a big patio. Only 2 other people, and wouldn't you know, one of them sits down at the table right behind me and gets on his cell phone. Immediately, as soon as I had just sat down, he sits down like 30 seconds later, whips out his cell phone and calls somebody, and proceeds to hold like a 15-minute conversation. Now, the third patron on the patio, good for him, had headphones on. He was listening to something. But I'm sitting here listening to this half of this guy's conversation, and I'm thinking, dude, seriously? But it made me think, sitting there. Eventually he shut up and, put the phone away. But I was thinking, it's the little things that I really have missed this past year. I'm a writer, I'm a playwright, and I've written and published my first novel. I'm working on my second novel, and probably the best writing I have done throughout the course of my life has been done sitting in coffee houses by myself in the late afternoon or evenings with my little spiral notebooks and my pen, because I'm old school. I like to write it in longhand and then type it up. And I haven't gotten to do that in a year because either all the coffee houses were closed, or like now, they only allow, patio service. You can't sit at a table inside, and they all close up early now. Before everything got turned upside down in the world, most of our little coffee houses here in Palm Springs stayed open until either 6 or 7, sometimes even 8 in the evening, and that was wonderful. And so I would go out in the late afternoon or evenings and just sit and write, and usually there's some kind of overhead music on, and really just revel in such a simple act like that. And it's really the simple things like that that I think I've missed most of all. That and hugs, being able to hug my friends. So I don't know about you, but this song certainly hits home with me about now. I've got to tell you, I've been racking my brain, hoping to find a way out. I've had enough of this continual rain. Changes are coming, no doubt. It's been a too long time with no peace of mind, and I'm ready for the times to get better. You seem to want from me what I cannot give. I feel so lonesome at times. I had a dream that I wish I could live. It's burning holes in my mind. It's been a too long time with no peace of mind, and I'm ready for the times to get better. It's been a too long time with no peace of mind, and I'm ready for the times to get better. Ready for times to get better. Crystal Gale recorded that. I love Crystal Gale. Seeing as how she and I have the same hair. I know I've used that joke like 6,000 times, but it never gets old for me. And you guys just suffer through it. Thank you. And, this next song is Carol Bayer Sager penned tune, along with Melissa Manchester. And Melissa Manchester will be coming to Palm Springs for a little outdoor open air event later this year downtown. It's going to be part performance and part talk. She's going to be reflecting on her life and her career, and singing a few songs in between. And so who knows, if things work out, with scheduling and everything, I might just be able to make that happen, and it'll be a little bit later on, so hopefully more people will be vaccinated and things will be opening up more safely, and Yeah, I got to see Melissa Manchester in concert some years ago, and she put on a very dynamic concert, and I'm sure this would be no different. So I bet you remember this song. It might be a while since you've heard it, but I bet you know it. Well, hello there, good old friend of mine. You've been reaching for yourself for such a long time. There's no right or wrong, I'm not here to blame. There's just an open door for you to come in from the rain. It's a long road when you're all alone, and a man like you will always choose the long way home. There's so much to say, no need to explain. I just want to be the one to keep you from the rain, from the rain. And it looks like sunny skies. Now that I know you're alright, time has left us older, but wiser. I know I am. And I think of us like an old cliche, but it doesn't matter, 'cause I love you anyway, coming from the rain. And it looks like sunny skies. Now that I know you're alright, time has left us older, oh, but wiser. Well, I know I am. And it's good to know my best friend has come home again, 'cause I think of us like an old cliche, but it doesn't matter, 'cause I love you anyway, coming from the rain. Coming from the rain, coming from the rain, from the rain. Come in from the rain. And if you were singing along, yes, I did screw up those lyrics. I sang part of the second verse during the first verse, and then I said, well, I guess I'll just sing that part of the first verse and the second verse. So sometimes you just got to improvise. Designing Women is one of my favorite television shows of all time. And during the final season, when Cheryl Lee Ralph, who played Dina Jones in the original Broadway run of Dreamgirls, which is my favorite musical ever, she had a regular role on there as Etienne Toussaint Bouvier, who had married Anthony, their delivery driver and later partner in the business. And he had met her in Las Vegas, and she was a Las Vegas entertainer, singer and showgirl. And there was one episode where Anthony was having a crisis of confidence, and she was trying to perk up his spirits, and of course Julia Sugarbaker of the Sugarbaker design firm was over there. Etienne's like, Julia, go ahead and tell him. Tell him how I got out there on Las Vegas one time on that stage and forgot all the words to the song I was supposed to sing, and I had to get out there and sing blah, 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 blah. But did I crawl into a hole and hide? No, no, no. I just got out there. I kept singing blah, 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 blah. And was I embarrassed? Sure I was. But did I let that audience see? No, no, no. I just kept singing blah, 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 blah. And as a matter of fact, I sang blah, blah with panache and flair. I had that audience mesmerized with blah, 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 blah. Go ahead, Julia, tell him. And Julia looks at Anthony and goes, Anthony, blah, 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 blah. And it tickles me. That tickles me to no end. There have been a few times I've been on stage singing, and I was about that close to singing blah, 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 because that lyric just flew right out of my head. But luckily, I am an actor and was on an improv team for 5 years back east, so I'm pretty good at improvisation. Here's a classic. Most people know this from the Mama Cass recording, which is my favorite recording. I think most recently it was covered by Michael Bublé, but the song actually goes back to, I think, 1943, so it's been around a while. A while. Stars shining bright above you. Night breezes seem to whisper, I love you. Birds singing in the sycamore tree. Dream a little dream of me. Say nighty night and kiss me. Just hold me tight and tell me you'll miss me while I'm alone and blue as can be. Dream a little dream of me. Stars fading, but I linger on, dear, still craving your kiss. I'm longing to linger till dawn, dear. Just say this. Sweet dreams till sunbeams find you. Sweet dreams and leave your worries behind you. But in your dreams, whatever they be, dream a little dream of me. Stars fading, but I linger on, dear, still craving your kiss. I'm longing to linger till dawn, dear, just saying this. Sweet dreams till sunbeams find you. Sweet dreams and leave your worries far behind you. And in your dreams, whatever they be, dream a little dream of me. La da 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 La, 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 la. Dream a little dream of me. I have one more song left to sing for you, and it is in the way of an experiment. Now, I always try to do at least one song that I've never sung before. Of course, I did the Fleetwood Mac song, but this one as well. But I'm not just going to sing it. I'm going to duet on this song, because I've always had this idea that I would love to do this song as a duet in the style that I'm going to try this as. Keyword name, try. But I've never really had the opportunity at open mic or karaoke to have a lady or a guy who's singing the song and go up and say, hey, can we try this? So I thought, well, hell's bells. We'll just try it as a duet with the divine Miss M herself. Now, this song, written by Amanda McBroom, of course, is world famous, and it's a title track from the movie The Rose. And initially, the directors and producers did not want to even use this song in the movie. And songwriters, no, really, just listen to Bette sing this song. Listen to Bette Midler sing this song. And so, of course, she did, and they could not use it. And the song went on to become a colossal hit. Bette's first mega hit. And of course, it's been sung at every talent show and open mic and karaoke venue millions of times around the world, I bet. But I'm going to sing this as a duet with the divine Miss M herself. And you can decide whether or not this was a good idea, all right? It's just an experiment. Here we go. Some say love, it is a river that drowns the tender reed. Some say love, it is a razor that leaves your soul to bleed. Some say love, oh, it's a hunger, an endless aching need. And I say love, oh, it's a flower, and you, it's only seed. It's the heart, afraid of breaking, that never learns to dance, and it's a dream that's afraid of waking, and it never takes a chance. It's the one who won't be taken, who cannot seem to give. And it's the soul afraid of dying, that never learns to live. Oh, the night has been too lonely, and the road has been too long, and you think that love is only Thank you, Bet. And thank you all for tuning in. Stay safe, stay healthy, have a great week, and we will do it all next time. Love you guys.